I'm NELLIELYNNFIT and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing glutes. I know that's a very exciting video that you guys have been wanting me to get back on the horse with, especially with fitness, just because I get a lot of questions about my glutes and legs and stuff like that. I know that I haven't done videos in a while, so you might just be like, hey, who are you?
I'm the dude, so that's what you call me.
And I've subscribed to you, but I don't remember who you are. I'm Nellie.
That or his dudeness.
And I am a fitness person. We've had a very eventful weekend. My hair is very poofy. Don't know what's going on with that. You know, straight poof. As I explained in my last quad video, so I'm working out Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So I'm working out 6 times a week, but my legs are going to be Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays are upper body, Thursday and Friday. Did I do that right on my fingers? I don't even know if I did. Let's start this over. Monday is a leg day, Tuesday is a leg day, Wednesday is an upper body day for me.
Thursday is a leg day, Friday is a leg day, and Saturday is an upper body.
I know that sounds really intense.
Don't you know I'm local?
It's not the regular, I'm going to the gym and doing 6 movements, 5 movements every single day. That's just not something that you can keep up with. It's also a progressive program. Over the weeks, your weight gets more intense and you're doing 2 to 3 movements maybe, and the sets go up over the week. So in those leg days, we do kind of, calves in there and some upper body movements. So it's not just all legs, but the program is allowing me to work my legs out throughout the week at a very intense level.
It's science.
I work out with Graham, so
Hulk smash!
it's really great because we motivate each other. I really think that if you can find a workout partner who works out like you, it's really great for pushing and getting that, harder and tougher weight. Oh, and eating. Eating is very important, guys. You gotta eat after your leg workouts. You can't not eat, okay? You gotta eat right after your workout. You gotta get your protein in. Don't not eat. Just ate some donuts. Yeah, just ate some donuts from the Salty Donut. I think they're actually made in Austin, which is where I'm from. But getting some glycogen in us before we go do some glutes.
Whole grain, vegan. Oh, no.
Don't be scared of food. Food is your friend. Fish are friends, not food. I'll take you through the workout and show you what I do. I'm not like everybody else. I don't do what everybody else does. So here's Graham after he cut his hair again.
Hey.
And yeah, we're gonna go into the glute day. Everything I'm wearing is Peach by Nellie. You can get that at peachbynellie.com. Great activewear, and it's an affordable price. So gotta throw that in there. Okay, first we're starting off with deficit deadlifts. Deficit deadlifts are one of my favorite things for glute building. Deadlifts in general are a great exercise for the full body, and doing deficit deadlifts actually increases your regular deadlift. Deficit deadlifts increase the range of motion required to lift from the floor, so you're engaging more of your muscles in your glutes and your hamstrings, and it also requires you to hinge your hips and sit back into the deadlift, so these are really fantastic. And you just want to make sure that you're going slow on the movement down because that's when it works the most. So we started off with our warm-up sets. I did a 45 plate, Graham did 3 plates because he's a beast, and then I moved into another warm-up set at 185. And again, these are really fantastic movements. They have grown my booty like crazy. You just want to make sure that you're keeping your chest up again and going slower down. And then we moved into our working sets. Graham was just doing 405. He can do obviously a lot more. And again, we were doing 2 warm-up sets, and then we're going to move into 3 working sets. So again, the rep range is between 6 to 30. And just to note, when you're warming up, you don't need to warm up and do a million because you're trying to keep your energy for those heavier sets. I moved into 225 for my working weight, which is pretty easy for me. I've been going up by a 5-pound plate every week, but here you're going to see me go for my 275, which I really wanted to do. I was pretty tired at the end because, again, I've been working my deficit deadlifts up in weight. So although we were done with our working sets, I really wanted to see what I had. And yes, I lifted it because my goal here for my deficit deadlifts is to get into the 300s. I'm quite strong in this area, so yeah, love it. Next, we've moved on to rear lunges, which again is one of my favorites for glute building. We started off with our warm-up sets, obviously. We're doing an elevated plate here, which gives you a lot more range when you're going back into the rear lunge. It also gives you a lot more pull on that back muscle and more time on the tension, which really, really helps your booty to grow, especially right underneath the tush, that tie-in area, as well as your hamstrings. So you're really concentrating on keeping your chest up like Grandma's doing and I'm doing, and really pushing back and getting that full lunge and really, really stretching out that glute muscle right there. So as I've mentioned, and I'll keep mentioning in my workouts, the harder you train in your first exercise, the more exhausted you're going to be. So we are only doing 2 glute movements, but since those movements are so strong and work oriented and we're really, really pushing through these movements, you should be very exhausted. So the deficit deadlift and these rear lunges are amazing exercises to really, really build your glutes. You don't need to do a million exercises to really build your glutes and get that pump. Again, we were doing 2 warm-up sets here. I did mine with the 25-pound plates, and Graham did a 45, and then he's moving into 185 for his working sets. Again, the rep range 6 to 30 on each leg. You can pause in between if you need to take a bit of a break. And you can also do rear lunges on the Smith machine. You can also use a kabuki bar, whatever you feel is most comfortable. We like both and basically do them on all things. The Smith machine is really great because it allows you to have a little bit more stabilization to really stretch and slow the movement down of that back leg, which really does build the glutes. I'm obviously very exhausted here. My legs are pretty fried. So 45, I believe I did 20 on each side. So I was pretty proud of myself here, especially being exhausted after the amount of deadlift weight that we did. You can also do these on the Jefferson machine if you have that at your gym. I would just find something to elevate your front foot, like a plate or an aerobic box, something that can elevate your foot. Sometimes we do 2 plates. Today we did 1. And you don't necessarily have to wear squat or lifting shoes. I just find that it's just more beneficial for me, and I feel it way more in my glutes. And I am pretty tapped out after this. Also, I do recommend belts, especially if you have a back like mine. I fractured my back twice due to being a gymnast for so long. So yeah, pretty exhausted. And here I'm just proud of myself and showing you my pump. Again, you don't have to do a million movements to get a nice glute pump. And then we're moving on to pendulum squats like I showed in my last workout video. I love pendulum squats. They're really amazing. And as I can see, or I don't know if you guys can see, but I can see the growth just from doing these workouts that we've been doing. I can already see the difference in my legs, especially in the tie-in area. And again, on the pendulum, the goal is to go as slow as you can down into the movement and not push with your toes. I'm pretty proud of myself because I've been working on not pushing with my toes because that was a habit that I had. So you can see just how slow I'm going down and pushing up. And again, I was pretty exhausted at this point, as you should be. And again, I just want to reiterate in my workouts that I do legs 4 times a week. But I'm switching those workouts up. So I might be doing 2 hamstring movements and a glute movement, 2 quad movements and a hamstring movement, or just vice versa. Poop my pants. You know you're working out when you have to poop. But I'm just getting a lot of movement in my legs and workouts in my legs throughout the week with all those movements. And by doing movements in these workouts 4 days a week, doing squats or other things, you're also working your glutes as well. So like I'll keep mentioning, you don't need to do a million movements to get that great glute pump or to get that work in your glutes. It's all about the isolation, the slow movements, and the load that you put on the weight in order to increase your glute size. Graham here is just doing his heavy duty weight. Unfortunately, my camera didn't get the landscape shot, but I wanted to give him some credit for listening to me because he was going a little too fast and I told him to go slower. So we each motivate each other like you should be doing. And if you find a workout partner that you can, like I mentioned, it's a really, really great time and great way to push yourself in the gym. Pendulums are just really one of my favorite things for quads and just all around legs, just because, I mean, it's just an amazing movement. Next, we moved on to calves. We finished off with, I believe, 3 sets of 20 of calves on a light weight. We do this on every workout because calves are really important. I'm very tall and I have very long legs, so that calf is just something I'll always have to, pick my nose and keep doing, all right? Okay, so you saw our workout that we did. It wasn't too crazy, but that's also a good note for you guys because that means that you can incorporate this stuff, you know, without being scared of, you know, oh my God, I can't do that. Oh my God, I don't have that equipment. It's basic stuff that we showed you that you can, like I said, incorporate. And if you don't have some of these machines, we can do some home stuff for you to show you, you know, how you can get the most out of something at home with maybe not not the equipment that we're showing you. As a female, there are a lot of, and he can even vouch for me, like I was saying, there's a lot of dumb movements out there that you see from, you know, people on social media that are just doing movements because it gets more views, more likes, you know, these bucket squat machines and facing the other way, like I said, doing the movements that aren't hitting anything. You know, I see a lot of workout plans and do 6 of these movements, four sets at 12 reps. If you're doing weight correctly and you're pushing yourself, you should be so tired after the first set of, let's say, deadlifts you did, that going into the second movement of rear lunges you should be pretty tapped out after those 2. Going and doing 6 different movements is a waste of your time. You're just basically plateauing your body at that point. It makes no sense to do that. I mean,
we live in a kick-ass awesome time where there is a lot of science and empirical data that kind of can't be refuted, right? And the studies have shown that taking your sets 2 to 3 reps to failure, right? You know, leaving a little bit in the tank is going to yield the most results. And also working in a rep range between 6 and 30 reps is going to yield the most result. It's not hard. The hard part is being consistent, being disciplined, and knowing that, hey, these aren't the most fancy clickbait exercises I'm going to see, and it's not going to make me,
you know, have the millions of views because I'm not, you know, doing this way. Well, that's okay, and, you know, but that shouldn't be, you know, if that's your goal, that's your goal. But
you
also,
does these crazy kickbacks with balancing a kettlebell on her forehead while a band is wrapped around her other knee, and she's kicking back on a rack that the weights aren't colored black, they're a translucent blue, and that
is what's going to make not true. A lot of people are, I think, opening up their eyes to learning a little bit more about how fitness doesn't need to be these, like, you know, throw down whammy, whatever. Like I always say, it's more so the basics. You don't need to do a million glute movements to work your glutes like all these other people. Anyways, you're going to see the results. I promise you. Take it from me. I'm a hard head person, and I've had to learn to leave the gym after the workout.
The glutes are working, so if you've got 2 kind of designated glute days, and on top of it you got 2 designated quad days, and those quad days have squat movements in them, hey, the glutes are working. Yeah. Especially if you're going all the way down, or even more if you're doing a wider kind of a sumo stance, the glutes are working.
This is also great for people that are like, God, I don't want to spend 3 hours at the gym. You shouldn't be at the gym for 3 hours. It's not doing anything for you. It's doing actually everything against you. So these workouts are really great because it allows you to get in and get out.
Yeah, if it takes you 3 hours to get a good workout in, chances are you don't know what you're doing, or you're doing a lot of junk volume that you're not going to be able to recover from, and 6 weeks will come by and you'll be so burnt out that you'll decide, you know, I don't want to go to, I can't go, I don't want to go to the gym. Yeah, keep it simple. You know, when you keep it simple, it's easier to stay accountable, and I hate to say it, but, you know, I'm no Albert Einstein, so I like to keep it stupid, keep it simple, you know.
You guys that follow me can, you know, be like, okay, I can do that too. It's not like girly.
Ladies are looking at you, man. You're over here. Guys are in the gym looking at each other's arms, but the ladies are looking at your Look,
his legs roped me in. He roped me with his legs.
Yeah, roped with the legs. Anaconda legs.
Anaconda.
So,
none of that.
You know, walk around with a power wagon, and let me tell you, the ladies are going to follow you like you're the North Star.
All right, so.
They want your frankincense and myrrh.
Hey, you can see his legs. They're not, I mean, we're legit people. We're not sitting here, you know, fluffing it up. We've got some monstrous legs. Like I said, the lighting sucks in the place that we go to, but we'll get that figured out. Right now, we're just showing you the stuff, and you know, we'll take it from there. But I hope you like it, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for, you know, sticking with me, and we'll do a video about how we met and getting to know us a little bit. Yeah, just back with a whole new setup and trying to put some zest and happiness and good fitness out there. I'm wearing my nightgown right now and some socks. I'll grant because, you know, it is your engine and it oh God. I mean, I was gonna itch my butt, but it is. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this. The Jefferson machine is Jefferson machine. Yes, a lot of the movements that really wants the microphone. Do you want the microphone? Every time. And you know, the 5-day leg week that I do, you know, slow, Titanic, you know, pipey. Oh, that's the Jurassic Park, never mind. Oh, you know that Titanic, that Titanic where it's like, it's the actual Titanic song, but then it goes to like that, they're on a flute or whatever, and it's like,
Yeah, 2.5 pounds a week for 52 weeks. You know, man, that's hard math. Let's just say that's 104 more pounds in 1 year.
I feel
more than that because I can't multiply 0.5 by 52.
Not without my fingers.
No, without, yeah, and my feet. That's what she said. Okay.
It smells like farts.